Good afternoon, everyone. Today we'll be discussing magic squares. Within this lesson, we'll cover 4 areas of this topic. The history behind magic squares, what they actually are, how to solve them, and then finish with a fun activity. Magic squares, the history behind it, can be traced all the way back to 650 BC. Originating from China, where after a large flood, a ruler by the name King Yu actually found a tortoise and noticed an interesting pattern on its back, as you can see in the image below. This pattern displayed a 3x3 grid with rows, columns, and diagonals. This pattern was then called Lushu, and now these magic squares are used as puzzles today in maths. But what actually are they? So they are special arranged numbers formatted in a grid, as you can see in the image below. These grids are made up of rows and columns, and these numbers in the rows are both diagonally, horizontally, and vertically all add up to make this magic number. The image below is an example of this. The magic number in this particular grid is 15. So as you can see, 8 plus 1 plus 6 equals 15, 6 plus 7 plus 2 equals 15, 4 plus 5 plus 6 equals 15. So therefore the magic number is 15.
I will be talking about how the steps involved in solving a magic square. So by this you need a 3x3 grid consisting of the numbers 1 to 9, and this always equals to 15. It equals to 15 because you plus every single number, and it will equal to 45. So, and then we divide by 3 because there are 3 rows in each column. And then it will equal to 15. So no matter what number you put in, it will always equal to 15. So there are 8 different ways so the number can put into the magic squares to equal to 15. So this is done by putting a 5 in the center. The second step is with your even numbers, you put in each corner. So each corner you will put in, it doesn't matter where or what even number you put in, only when, so your 8 plus 2 equals 10, and then your 6 and 4 equals 10. So both corners equal the same together, so they both equal 10, so that's fine. But when you plus the 5, it will equal 15. So then that's 2 ways to check if you got it in the right spot. And lastly, so in your edges, you put your odd numbers. You put your odd numbers wherever you need to add up to 15. So like 8 plus 1 plus 6 is 15, and 8 plus 3 plus 4 is 15. So by switching, so leaving the 5 in the center, but by switching the 8s, so like the odds and the evens, you can actually make 15 different ways. 8 different ways to make up 15 in this magic square. So if you didn't really understand that or anything, you can pause the video. I've put a link down there for YouTube on the video to help if you need any more guidance or you don't understand what I've been what I've talked about before you go on to the activity with Bonnie. So thank you.
Okay, so following on from what Bern was just talking about, we're now going to do a little activity where we step it up to a 4x4 grid for the magic squares. So with any 4x4 grid, there's a little formula you can remember that works for any number. And first, you need to add in the multiples of 9. So 9 times 6, 9 times 2, 9 times 4, and 9 times 8. So in the first column, it's 9 times 6, 54, then 9 times 2, 18, 36, 72, you get the idea. It's always, you can remember this by a diagonal that it makes. Now next we're going to add in 9, 10, 11 and 12. In these spots, Another way you can remember this this little step, is that in each box of 4 that makes up the overall square, there's it goes in a little U shape, 9, 10, 11 and 12. And there's one in each box. Now finally, for the last step, you put in the formula for the magic number. So we got 18, 19, 20 and 21 that you minus off the magic number. So say if the number was 35, we've got a little example here. The rows, columns and diagonals all equal 35, as well as every single box that can be made up from the grid, all equaling a sum of 35. Thank you.